We need to talk about that. Why is this an issue at nerd conventions? The hygiene for the guys. They don't wear deodorant or take a shower. What's going on here?
Like what's going on with their heads, right? Like why they just don't do any of that. Mm. Nerd culture can be, you know, just they just stay like in their like rooms the whole time, or they're just like really huge introverts and they just don't go out as much. It's like they've almost forgotten like what social life is like outside. Because like definitely a lot of like nerds tend to like to stay home more than they go out and party and stuff. So it's always just watching anime, games, and um just liking their own personal space, you know? So I guess I kind of figure that like they kind of forgot about hygiene. I don't know.
Well, I mean, this is anecdotal. You've seen and heard and unfortunately smelled it. Ugh.
You don't want to like smell someone in front of you while you're like walking and just having like all that smell go freaking attacking your face, slapping you across the face like that. Dude, that happens all the time. Can't That's kind of avoidable if no one doesn't take a freaking shower.
Yeah, BO does happen, but it happens way more often over there in those nerd conventions. That
They'll
sucks.
they'll they'll have to learn eventually because definitely a lot of or a lot of conventions nowadays they have like those signs up where they're like make sure to take a shower. Obviously that's something what they put on like a board or something. Take a shower, eat, and drink also. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, there's so many like these nerdy dudes that go to these conventions because, it's what they like. It's their hobby. They like that stuff. And right now, there's like, I don't know how to say it. Like this, I'm not trying to be sexist or not. Oh God, I am. But there's like, there's guys that like girls, and within the female space, it's mostly cosplayers. And, like there's female cosplayers, gamers out there too, because they like the culture and convention space as well. They like that nerd stuff, And then sometimes, if they're both single, they get together, they might like each other.
They got their fantasies.
They got their final fantasy.
Yes. Hey, but Final Fantasy characters are really good looking. But like I said, they got their fantasy for sure. Their
Yeah,
nerd fantasies.
for sure. Most definitely, these two, male nerd, female nerd, come together, and then if they like each other, they start dating just like, any other person in the world. It's just they just share a very common hobby and love for whether it be anime or DC, Marvel.